Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to math class. Today I am going to explain you the exercise 1.5, that is classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. That I am going to show you whether the given numbers what they have given, that is rational or irrational. Okay. First one I will show you whether it is rational or irrational. I have to give some explanation for this problem, that is 2 minus root 5. That is I will show you. We know that the value of root 5 is 2.2360679. It goes on, it never ends. And then here, by seeing this number, you come to know that this number is non-terminating and then non-recurring, isn't it? I explained you in my previous classes, that is about the terminating and then recurring values. Okay, here that means 2.2360679 is non-terminating and also it's a non-recurring. Okay, what I explained you in my previous classes about the non-terminating or non-recurring, then that means non-terminating and non-recurring means it is an irrational number. This thing I explained in your previous class, but we having that 2 minus root 5. Just I am explaining you the value of root 5 is 2.2360679, but here we having 2. Again we having 2, no? Just you substitute this value in 2. Let us see whether it will be rational or irrational. Okay. Now substituting the value of root 5 in 2 minus root 5. Okay. This one is the question. I am going to substitute this value. Then we get 2 minus root 5, which is equal to 2 minus 2.2360679. Okay. Then by subtracting this one, that means 2 minus 2.2360679 means I am going to get minus 0.2360679. Okay. Then this one is a negative term, and then this number is non-terminating and then non-recurring. It's never stopping the value and the number is not repeating again and again. That means it's conclude that this number is an irrational number. Okay. Hence we can conclude that 2 minus root 5 is an irrational number. Dear children, I hope you understood this one, and then I will move to the next problem, that is 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. Okay, this one is very simple, that is 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. This one is the question. To simplify this one, 3 plus root 23 minus 23. Okay, here we having plus sign, here we having minus sign. That means root 23 cancel. Then the remaining number is 3. That means it is in the denominator. What we are going to get means nothing is there, means assumption that 3 by 1. That means it is in the form of p by q. Okay, you will agree with this. That means 3 by 1 is in the form of p by q. I will write one more sentence. Since number 3 by 1 is in p by q form, hence 3 plus root 23 minus root 23 is a rational number. Okay. Next I will show you one more problem, that is 1 by root 2. I will show this also. How you are going to solve this one? Solution, that means multiply and divide the numerator and the denominator by root 2. Okay, because here we are having root 2, that's why I am multiplying and dividing the numerator and the denominator by root 2. What I am going to get means we get 1 by root 2 into root 2 by root 2. Okay, then by multiplying this one, what I am going to get, root 2 into 1 is root 2. Again root 2 into root 2, you all know that when I multiply the same number and the square roots means I am going to get a whole number, that is root 2 into root 2 is 2. Then you write it in the bracket, root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. Okay, then what we know the value? We know the value of root 2, that is root 2 is equal to 1.4142 and goes on. Then root 2 by 2 we having, that means 1.4142 divided by 2. Then by dividing this number by 2, I am going to get the answer as 0.7071 and it goes on, it never ends. By seeing this number, you come to know that this number is non-terminating and the non-recurring. That means non-terminating, non-recurring means it's an irrational number. Okay, since the number 0.7071 is non-recurring and non-terminating, 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. Okay, I hope you understood these problems, and the remaining problems you can solve it easily. And first you do it in your homework book. Afterwards you get the correct answer means you get down to your classwork. Okay, next I will move to the next main, that is simplify each of the following expressions. How to simplify this one I will show you. That means second main, first one I am going to show you 3 plus root 3 and then 2 plus root 2. This one is the question. First, what you are going to have to do, by seeing this question, you come to know that we have to multiply these two numbers, isn't it? By seeing this number, we come to know this I have to multiply these two numbers. How you are going to multiply? That means I have to multiply first term into first term into the second term, again second term into first term, second term into second term. Okay, this one is the procedure. I will show you how to multiply this one. Opening the brackets, we get I am going to multiply this one. What I explained you, the same procedure I am following. 3 into 2 plus 3 into root 2 again plus root 3 into 2 plus root 3 into root 2. Okay, now I have to multiply this one. What I am going to get, 3 2s are 6 plus 3 root 2. I can't multiply because this one is a whole number, this one is a root number. I can't multiply, just I kept as it is. And then here also 2 root 3 plus, here I can multiply because these two numbers also having root, that's why I can multiply this one. Then 3 into 2, 3 2s are 6. I can write like this. Okay, next one I will show you one more problem. It is 3 plus root 3, 3 minus root 3. Just same procedure I have to follow it. What I did in the first problem, that is 3 into 3 minus root 3 into root 3. Okay. That means 3 3s are 9 minus root 3 whole square. I explained in the previous problem, that is root 3 into root, what it will become? 3. 9 minus 3, which is equal to 9 minus 3 is 6. Okay, I hope you understood this one. And then the remaining two problems are there. You can solve it and then first do it in a homework, same procedure you follow. And then I will move to the third question. Is recall pi is defined as the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter, that is pi is equal to c by d. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? How you are going to correct this statement? You are going to contradict this one. I will just give you the statement and I will explain you how to write in a classwork. Okay, that means there is a contradiction. Okay, there is no contradiction when we measure a value with a scale, we only obtain an approximate value, not the exact value. Approximate value I am going to get. Okay, then we never obtain an exact value. Therefore, we may not realize whether C or D is irrational. The value of pi is almost equal to, you already know the value of pi, that is 22 by 7 or 3.142857. Again I will explain you. There is no contradiction. When we measure a value with a scale, we only obtain an approximate value. We never obtain an exact value. Okay, that means we are not going to get the exact value when we are going to measure in a scale. Therefore, we may not realize whether C or D is irrational. The value of pi is almost equal to 22 by 7 or 3.142857. That means here also they are not giving the exact value, just they are telling that almost equal to. Okay, next I will do the fourth one. This one is how to represent the 9.3 on the number line. This one I will explain you in my regular classes. And then fifth main, that means the last question, I will move to fifth question, that is rationalize the denominators of the following. That means first one, 1 by root 7. Okay, first you having that 1 by root 7, having the question. I have to solve this one. How to solve? That means multiply and divide 1 by root 7 by root 7. We have to multiply and divide by root 7. So I will write here multiply and divide 1 by root 7 by root 7. What I am going to get? 1 by root 7 into root 7 by root 7, which is equal to 1 into root 7 is by 7. Okay, this one is the answer. Then second one, 1 by root 7 minus 2. Means here I having minus sign, no? Then I have to multiply and divide 1 by root 7 minus root 2 by root 7 plus 2. Okay, I have to change the sign and divide 1 by root 7 minus 2 by root 7 plus 2. Okay, next 1 by root 7 minus 2 into root 7 plus 2 by root 7 plus 2, which is equal to root 7 plus 2 by root 7 minus 2 root 7 plus 2. By seeing the denominator, what you are thinking about this denominator? That means which form it having? That is the a plus b into a minus b. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. What can I write this one? Shall I write it as a square minus b square? Yes, of course I can write this one as a square minus b square. Okay, that means it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, then after simplifying this one, root 7 by 2, root 7 into root 7, what it will become? 7 minus 2 2's are 4, which is equal to root 7 plus 2 divided by 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay, this one is the answer. Remaining two problems are there. Solve by yourself. Thank you, children.